Hello student. Today I'm going to teach you kinematics in two-dimensional motion. I have already uploaded one short video for kinematics in one dimension. So don't worry, just subscribe the channels and go back and just find out physics point BK sir kinematics in one dimensions, or you can say one short video for kinematics in one dimension. Easily you can find out. So basically I'm going to teach you kinematics in two-dimensional motions. There are basically you can say two chapters. Motion in a plane, there are individually two chapters. Kinematics in one-dimensional motion, which I have already uploaded the video, and this is kinematics in two-dimensional motion. So now I'm going to teach you. Okay, so what is the basically going to teach you today? And now this is the projectile motion. What student? This is projectile motion, right? So what is the mission? What is the meaning of projectile motion, right? So before going to tell, I want to say something to you, because kinematics in 1D, basically there are concept motion under gravity means what? Acceleration is constant. If acceleration is constant, student, there are two possible paths. One is what? Straight line. One is what? Basically straight line, and another one is what? Parabola. Another one is what? Basically parabola, right? So straight line, which I have already covered in the chapters of kinematics in one dimensional motion in one short video. So this is what basically now I'll deal with projectile motion with the path of the particles is what? Parabola. So what is the conditions to say particles path is parabola? That is very simple. If you project a particle at any angle theta, so particle will take a path that is known as parabola, right? The straight line, you can easily throw a particles in upward directions, throw a particles horizontally, right? So this is what? On a plane, right? This is a throw a particles on a plane horizontally. So this will take basically a straight line path. So now I am not interested to deal with what is straight line. Now I am going to teach with what? Basically parabola. Parabola is a path which is achieved by the particles if you can project a particle at an angle theta. Okay, so this is what about parabolic path of the particles is a part of projectile motion. So say this is the particles with speed u at an angle what? Basically theta. This is a very simple, right? This is a very simple concept. You can easily on a single question. If you will watch complete video of kinematics in two dimensions projectile motion, one question compulsory every year in JEE means as well as advanced as well as NEET, right? So this is if you project a particles at an angle what? You can say theta. So particles will take path of the particles is what? Basically parabolic. So this is the path of the particles is parabolic, and this is known as what? This is what? Projectile. If you project a particle at an angle theta, right? Use what? Velocity. You know, velocity is a vector's quantity, right? So you should take component because it's a vector quantity. You have already studied in what chapter of vectors, components of vectors, resolution of vectors, right? So you should take component. This is u of cos theta, right student? And this is what? U of sin theta. What? U of cos theta, student. And next is what? U of sin theta. Fine. So basically I'm going to for better understanding, I'm going to tell and just categorize. This is along x-axis, known x-axis, and for vertical directions I'll just call it y-axis. So say for x-axis, say for x-axis, ux means what? U of cos theta, or you can say velocity along the x-axis. Okay, accelerations of the particles during x-axis is 0, because you know very well this path followed by what? Only u sin theta. U cos theta is remains constant. Hence you can say particles along acceleration along the x-axis, that is what basically 0. Okay, fine. So now I'm going to tell about what basically for y-axis. For y-axis, so what is uy is what basically u of sine theta. Uy is what basically u of sine theta. So acceleration particles की movement only in what vertical direction. So acceleration is also in what only vertical direction. So this is what basically you can say a by e, which is equals to minus g. As I told you in straight line motion, straight line, or you can say motion in one dimension, particles, you can throw the particles in upward directions or you can drop the particles from top to bottom. G is always negative in both of the cases. So this is a what scenario which I have written over here. So what is the basics target? I target to find what is the time of flight. So particles heat from what 0 to particles, how what is the time will take by the particles to attain the whole path. So just say this is what time of flight. So student, take a screenshot, right? I'm going to erase some data, right? So I'm going to what basically find out time of flight. So as I told you everyone, in the one dimensional motion, for to find anywhere, if you want to find time, you can use equation of motion second. So now again I'm also using to find time of flight. S, this is what by is equals to u by t, because particles movement only in what by axis, plus half a by t square. Sy is what basically no, there is no vertical displacement, so this is 0, and u by is what basically u of sine theta into t minus half of g into t square. This you can equate and finally you get t is equals to 2u sine theta by g. So this is what basically your formula which you want to find time of flight. Right. So what is the next formula? Basically you can take a screenshot. I don't have enough space now. I'm going to find basically point number 2, that is what you can say height max. This is what height max which is attained by the particles. Okay, so student, take a screenshot. I hope you have taken. So now I'm going to deal what height maximum, right? So what is height maximum? For height maximum, for height max, you can say v by square, which is equals to u. I'm using here equation of motion third, u by square plus 2gh. This is the formula. You can say 2as for better understanding now. 2a by into what s by, right? This is the v which you have to find. So v by particles, as I told you, in one dimensional motions, particles is maximum height. So you can say v by is equals to 0, right? So this is 0, and u by I have already written u sine theta. So you can put u sine theta whole square minus 2 g into what basically h max. So finally you can get h is what basically h max. After calculations, just take LHS and RHS equate to each other. H max is equals to u square sine square theta upon 2g. Or you can say simply, you can also converge in the simplest way, because you know all formula of what basically one dimensional motion. So this is what u by na. So you know what is one dimensional formula height maximum which is achieved by the particles, u square by 2g. In short form you can learn, student, h maximum, because no need to learn two formula, right? If we know one dimensional formula, you can apply as it is, right? So this is what u square by 2g. So you can do one thing, u by square by 2g. If you will substitute the value of uy from here, you will get same formula, right? So this is what h max which is attained by the particles. So student, take a screenshot. Done? Okay, fine. So now I'm going to teach, this is a last point which is related to projectile motion. That is what you can say range. This is range attained by the particles. So this is what basically range. So you can apply range. This is what particles movement only in what you can say driven by the particles in x-axis. So range. This is point number third. So what is the range, right? So range. This is you can say Sx, and this is uxt plus half ax t square, uxt plus half ax t square, right? So what is you have you can look at here, right? You can look at ax is equals to 0, so this whole part goes to 0, and ux u cos theta time you have already calculated t is equals to 2u sin theta by g, right? Or you can say 2u by g, same things. So range is equals to ux means u of cos theta and times 2u sin theta upon what? Basically g, right student? So this is what range is equals to 2u square sin theta cos theta upon g. So what is range? Range basically u square sin 2 theta upon g. So this is what range. This is what range, or you can say range is equals to, this is easily you can learn 2 ux u by g. Students, some students ask, sir, in which both are same? Yes, both are same. You can substitute the value of ux u sin cos theta and u sin theta, you will get same answer, right? So this is what only class in which I have explained concepts of projectile, why will take path of projectile, who will cover the path of this, right? These all things I have already covered. Basics points of kinematics in what one dimensional motion. This is what basically projectile motion. Still watch the complete video. You have any doubt, there is an option, you know, all of you are smart, so just comment in the comment section, or tell as well as myself will back to you. Okay, so thank you.